Meanwhile, let's
What's going on, people? Welcome to this week's episode of the Flex and Rants. So we saying, bro?
From where I at, bro.
Good.
4 weeks out, man, to this fight.
Yeah, you look wounded, man. You've been working hard. I've been seeing you on social media going in. People trying to lick off your head. People flipping, trying to murder you.
Yeah, no.
But you've been going through the training.
I got a pro coach, man, for this one. I'm not trying to get lights out by this guy.
You need to be ready. You need to be ready.
And
be
ready.
Obviously, Man United, it's been the winter break and stuff like that. A few bits of football going on to keep us tied over. But we have to start with Pastor Fred. Pastor Fred's comments.
I knew there was a reason why I liked him. I knew there was a reason. I could feel it.
His comments, he kind of went in really. Let's not beat around the bush.
I want to hear them again.
Okay, we are lacking a lot right now. First of all, we need to figure out things on the pitch. We are lacking creativity, especially in midfield. Fred told De Sola. We also need to improve as a group. Our group lacks the sticking together mentality. We have lots of problems. There are lots of discussions. Every group has this sort of problem, but ours has this. Vanity is also an issue, and we need to stop this and just run on the pitch. We need to stick a goal inside our minds, focus on it, and go forward.
Yes, Fred, basically saying that he's carrying all these bums, which he is, do you know what I mean, in midfield, and he needs help.
I mean, away from, because he did go on to say when he was asked about Solskjaer, he's a great coach, he's learning and that stuff. We'll talk about that in a second. Away from Ollie, what was your perception of what Fred's saying, just about the club, about the squad, about the players?
He's saying, bruv, I need help in there, bruv. We lack creativity. There's no cohesion, you know what I mean, which comes from the coaching. Like, it's just a bunch of individuals doing their own thing. Like, there's nothing. And the vanity thing is spot on. I'm tired of it. Maguire, Rashford, especially the British players, they're the most guilty of it. All these tweets all the time when we lose, we go again, this, that, and the other. Who cares, bruv? Do you know what I mean? These guys care more about PR than they do about performances a lot of the time. Like, do you know what I mean? Maguire's posting every bloody other day with the arm, but no one cares, bruv. We just want performances. Do you know what I mean? Like, Rashi went out to the Super Bowl and that, and I'm sure that he's got a PR team that was just working overtime because they didn't want him to get stick. I don't have a problem with it. He's injured. He can't. Like,
weird how he went out there though. He was with DJ Khaled, big Grammy Awards, everything, just chilling and that. Went to Super Bowl. Like you said, I have no problem with it. But if Pogba does that,
they would have corned him.
It's crazy.
And Pogba's out injured, yeah. When Pogba had his operation, bruv, the same day my man was training with the boot on. Do you know what I mean? But people don't want to hear that. Like, PR is a very powerful thing, innit? And he's definitely got PR people working closely for him. There's always a tweet out there, I'm going to be in every meeting. Bruv, we don't care, innit? I don't care. Like, bro, just get healthy and fit so you can come back and help us. Man don't care about all the tweets and all that. Do you know what I mean? But that's what we're good at. Tweeting, PR. Do you know what I mean? Woodward's good at it. These are the social media numbers. Like, these men only care what it looks like, bruv. Like, I just want to see you on the pitch. If you're not on the pitch, I don't care what you're doing. Stay at home like Martial, bruv. Don't post. Stay at home with your daughter. You know what I mean? Man, I don't care.
Just stay out the limelight.
Yeah, just shut up, bruv. Like, no one cares. Do you know what I mean? I think we're definitely guilty as a club. I haven't seen a club with more players that are just posting all the time these little quotes and all these, next week and that, we've got to stick together.
Pastor Fred does it a lot too.
Shut up. But he's just a prayer thing though, innit? He's doing this Jesus thing, innit? All them religious guys do it. Allison's all baptizing people and that. Like, what the hell? That's what they do, innit? They just on the God thing. Cool, do your God thing. But I don't really care about, I'm going to be at every meeting.
Seems like you need to mute a lot of these players, Rants.
Bro, to be fair,
you just don't want to see it, yeah.
I do mute them. I've got no time for it, bro. Like, there's no room for sentiment in football. I don't care, innit? It's a business, bro. If you're not pulling your weight at your job, how long are you going to be there in normal life? That's just how it needs to be, bro. Just do your job and go home.
The fact that he's spoke about the lack of creativity in midfield, like, it's like, basically, I say what Fred's and that's his boy. Fred's yeah, exactly, and Lingard. Yeah, Fred's saying what us as fans have been saying for time, but when us fans say it, some other fans or the mainstream media accuse us of being toxic and saying this and saying that. Now all of a sudden a player comes out and says it. A player that a lot of Manchester United fans like now, especially now he's playing well. They can see what he offers to the team.
They wouldn't have expected it from him either.
And he's like Mr. Quiet. Like he said, he just normally does this. Thank you, Jesus, for letting me play. Like, you know what I'm saying? He just does his God thing. And it's kind of like he's lifted the lid on a lot of it. And a lot of what I saw online, which apart from the Ollie stuff, which we'll get to, what I saw online was the fact that actually people thought it was quite refreshing. The fact that actually, normally in interviews, you do get players go, you know, we know we're not where we want to be right now, but we just have to keep trying and rare.
Usually
But because he spoke to probably one of his countrymen, felt quite relaxed. It was away from a lot of things. He just lifted the lift, and for me, I thought it was quite refreshing. Why not just say it as it is?
The most refreshing thing about that for me is that he hasn't let his standards slip, innit? Like, he's come in with an expectation of the football club and it's not being met, innit? And he's saying, you know what, bruv, he's a Brazilian international, bruv. These men are playing with the best players in the world, so they have a certain standard in their head, and it's not being met. You know what I mean? And I fully respect that he's come out and said that. I know Ollie would probably drop him if he could, but you can't. He's our best player right now.
Well, that was the next thing, because it's actually a question, but we'll just sit on the Fred situation. Someone was saying like, oh, that's Fred dropped for the next game.
Yeah, because he took their ears armband.
Like, he ain't getting dropped.
And he ain't got it back. You can't drop past the Fred
drop,
bro. You can't do that.
Even if everyone's fit, like obviously we know what integral role he's playing now, but especially now.
He's got to play. He's got to play, innit?
Next game against Chelsea, you can't not play. He could have said whatever he wanted about Ollie. He's still playing.
He could have, you know what I mean? That's it. I think that it was refreshing. I'm here for it. I'm here for man dishing out smoke, bruv, because he's literally doing 2 or 3 people's jobs in that midfield, because Andreas Pereira has possibly been our worst player this season, keeps getting games. Jesse Lingard's been poor, still playing, and Fred is having to do the legwork for all of these men.
And as soon as obviously his partner in McTominay was out, then he's got to do a bit more, because Matic, he's going to give you a calming influence in terms of stature, the way he's usable, but he doesn't get about. And obviously Pogba being out for the most of the season as well. So yeah, he's had to do a lot of work. One thing I will say now is the fact that what I didn't like about the reaction to some of Fred's comments is the fact that people were trying to use it for an agenda to show that he's backing Ollie and Ollie's the right guy, or people trying to use it as he's not. Because what he did say, exactly, because what he was saying, he was asked about what does he think about Solskjaer. He said he's a young manager. He said he's learning just like we're learning. He's a good guy, etc., etc. But for me, this is how I see it. When everyone's in agreement that the Glazers and Ed Woodward are not good for the club, and Ollie gets to a press conference, most fans say, or some fans who are not criticising Ollie for whatever reason, which is fine, that's your opinion, most fans say, yeah, well, what do you expect him to do? Come out and speak against his employees. He's never going to throw the Glazers under the bus. He's been put in place by them. So with that same energy, if any player is asked directly about what do you think of Solskjaer, it's kind of like, it's always going to be positive. They're never going to come out and say, well, to be honest, his tactics are crap. I don't feel like we've progressed. I'm not saying Fred's lying. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is the same way you're accusing people of trying to jump on Fred for saying that basically everything's crap, including Ollie, and trying to say, nah, he backed Ollie. I'm saying, well, hold on. Hold the same energy, because is Fred really going to diss his manager live on the screen and then say that he's crap and say that, oh, I think we were just lucky in them first 11 games and it's gone to shit since then? No, he's not. But so just keep the same energy is what I'm saying. He didn't
back Ollie though. Here's the thing, yeah? There's ways of diplomatically, saying things, innit? He said he's a young manager, he's still learning. That to me tells me that he don't rate Ollie. Because he's like, yo, man's learning on the job. This is Manchester United. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
Which again, he can't say that, but you swerve it.
But that's what he is
saying. So it is about
saying,
interpretation.
It is what he's saying, though. Because you don't want to be with a manager that's learning, bruv, at Manchester United. Like, you signed for Manchester United under Jose Mourinho, bro. And now you're with some amateur manager, amateur backup dancers as well, bruv, in Carrick McKenna. I see stories coming out, like, saying that the players are disgruntled with, like, the kind of training that they're doing because it's very basic. Do you know what I mean? It's very old school English and crap, and I'm not surprised, bruv, because what's McKenna going to bring in? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, what you're seeing out on the pitch is what you're seeing in training, and it's crap. It's that simple. So imagine Fred coming from Shakhtar, playing Brazil national team, and then he's coming to this dead training, bro. There's no way that he likes it. But he said, Ollie's young, he's learning.
And
but
he said
what he's really saying
guy.
is he ain't all that. He's a nice guy. Yeah, so what?
And look, I remember Fred, when he started playing well, Solskjaer was saying, like, you know, his form is basically down to him. Not down to Solskjaer, that it's down to Fred himself. He's got himself going, he needed consistency. Some people may choose to credit Ollie for the turnaround in his form, choose to credit Ollie for the turnaround in Rashford's form, choose to credit Ollie for the emergence of Scott McTominay, albeit he came through under Jose, but he really kicked on under him. You know, those are things you can look at and say, you know what, in a season that's been awful, let's not dress it up, it's been crap, those are some of the positive signs that have come out of Ollie's reign, you could say. Whether it's down to those individual players, systems, whatever you want to under his reign, Marcus Rashford's had his best scoring season. Scott McTominay's played his best football so far. Yes, he's young and that. And Pastor Fred has developed. And you can say Wan-Bissaka's been brought in and has gone from strength to strength. Daniel James, not so much. But there are little positives under Ollie's reign. But all I'm trying to say is, from those comments, I didn't like on social media when I saw certain people trying to say, oh, he's basically saying that that Solskjaer's the right guy, but I don't fit your agenda. Well, hold on, that means you're having a bit of an agenda, because when Solskjaer wants to say something good about the Glazers or say something good about Ed Woodward, then it's not the same energy. That's just how I felt about it.
Yeah, but people are always looking for stats or quotes to back up their own agenda. But the facts are, like, if you're backing Ollie, going from what he's been saying about the Glazers and Ed Woodward and that, he's on their side, isn't it? So if you're backing him, you're backing them. Or
it's the thing like saying, he's on their side because he can't publicly come out and say. But that's why I'm saying, sometimes it's best to say nothing.
But he can still say,
publicly swerve it.
Though.
Yeah.
When Mourinho was there, Mourinho wasn't like, oh, I'm happy with my squad. He was like, no, we need a centre-back. Yeah. We need players. You know
and he's still even doing that at Tottenham. The other day he went, sorry mate, I had to take Vertonghen off. I'm there playing a chess game and I ain't got no king, no queen. I ain't got the pieces.
Well, there you go. So this is the way.
He's doing it now from the jump.
Exactly. So that tells you either Solskjaer's got no integrity, or, you know what I mean?
Or he's on side.
Or he's on side. One or the other. So he's on side or he's lying.
Because when he made them comments, I was like, yeah, because he's basically saying, Ollie, you're basically saying, when he said, the structure's fine, the Glazers has been... That means you're saying the fans are wrong. You're saying that enough. Because all fans unite over that.
That should have been enough for any fan that was on the fence to be like, oh yeah. So what? So you're taking their side over ours, because that's what it is. It's us against them. That's what it is. Make no mistake.
No, but I do agree with the fact that he can't come out and say that.
You don't have to
But I did say, just diplomatically swerve it or professionally...
You don't have to categorically say it. You could just be like, just like when they were chanting, you could just say, I didn't hear it.
Everyone knows your line, but it doesn't matter.
Everyone knows your line, but they can't prove it. Do you know what I mean? It's just like when...
Law-abiding citizen, it's not what you know, it's what you can prove.
Blood. That's the law. Even in football, how many times have you seen a blatant red card? I didn't see
Wenger done it for years.
Bruv, I didn't see it. It happened right in front of him. Man snapped his leg. Didn't see it. That's it. I'll have to wait and see it back on the screen. Bro, that's what you see. I'll just be like, if I was Ollie, I'd be like, I just have to listen back to it. I didn't hear it, mate. Do you know what I mean? It's a really loud stadium. There's a lot going on. Me and Michael Carrick were just like, we were discussing dinner plans. Do you know what I mean? Like, man didn't hear it.
Thinking of new formations on the laminated folder.
That's what I'm trying to say, bro. We're drawing up some new graphs for Mason. Do you know what I mean?
Looking for a positive correlation on the scattergram.
Didn't see it, bruv. Didn't hear it, nothing. That's what you need to say.
Yeah.
You don't need to say nothing, bro. Like, you're putting yourself in a position now where you've chosen a side. Because he has.
Well, I saw some of the social media. It's so... It's difficult to stay away from it because there's such a sheer volume of fans on it, so it can reflect a general consensus in it. But you shouldn't base all your thoughts and opinions off of it, because it's very toxic and it's very easy for negative things to gather pace or positive things to, you know what I mean? But what I did see around that time when Ollie's saying some peculiar things in the press conferences was the fact that even some of his staunchest supporters were starting to tweet accounts that I always see, like sort of saying, Ollie this, and anyone who wants Poch is this and that. People labelling people for wanting a different opinion and all that's fine. But what I started to see was even those people were like, oh, I can see that he maybe shouldn't have said anything, or actually it isn't. Because I think I put a thing out saying, no matter what you think of Ollie, in or out, you cannot put your hand on your chest and say that the things he's been saying in the press conferences are not weird. And loads of comments were saying, yeah, I see what you're saying.
What,
Madness.
After next week's game, Chelsea, let him do the presser. I'm gonna do Flex and Rants, Let's do the top 10 weirdest things.
Don't. Because that's another thing. Yeah, because the next show is we're not gonna put the show out on Tuesday at 1 o'clock. The next show after this, because obviously we've got Chelsea the same night, so we don't want to film on the same day. Whether we win, lose, or draw that game, is gonna be a lot of talking points. So that show is gonna go out at 8 o'clock on Tuesday night. But we'll talk about that later. So exactly like Josh is saying, like there's no denying amongst United fans that it just says some of it. Then I just like, and I'll listen to an Arteta or a Jose or a Pep and that, and like, all right, look, Arteta's not tearing up trees, that thing, they got a thing. But just, at least when he's talking, like, my ears prick up a bit. Yeah. Just, you know what I'm saying? I don't wish the best for Arsenal, of course not. I want them to lose every game. Yeah. But I can't lie, that at least when he's talking, I'm like, there I see a guy who's got this vision. I can see how he's trying to implement it. Jose will be Jose. Pep will be Pep. Klopp.
Even Lampard, man.
Lampard. That's the biggest one. Even Chris Wilder. Big Sheffield United man. What are they, 4 points ahead of us now because they beat Bournemouth,
Best team in
Chris
the world.
Wilder, but this is him. Yeah, winter break. No, I don't think it's good. No, I think we should be playing. Them supporters put money in the players' pockets. They should be playing. This is me, Ross.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, just even other managers, Nuno, Wolves. I'm just like,
when
my
they
ears
speak,
prick up.
you respect them. You know what I mean?
I just struggle with that.
Ollie's been a side man his whole life, blood, and now he's surrounded by them. That's just how it is, bro. Like, I got no respect for him as a football manager. I can't, innit? Do you know what I mean? You done what you done as a footballer. As a football manager, you ain't done nothing, bro. Your Wikipedia page as a football manager stinks, innit? Do you know what I mean? You done nothing, bro. You got a relegation like on your cards, bro, and you're rebuilding with us along with Phelan, who failed as a manager, along with McKenna and Carrick, ain't done nothing in football, bro. It's just a bunch of failures altogether. It's the misfits. That's what man I got. And you're gonna take us forward to where, bro? To the championship playoffs, man. That's where we're heading.
I really hope it can turn around. I really do.
No,
but I just, I look, you know me, I just look at everything in context, and I see when people say, you know, what do you expect with this side? If you bring someone else in, there's chaos up above. The transfer budget and stuff. Is that Ollie's fault?
Where are we now?
About
7th or 8th?
I think we're 8th.
Bruv.
We're 8th. But I think, but
at the beginning, he was like, oh, nothing outside of top 4 is acceptable for United and this, that and the other, and we're not happy with just 4th. And then the other day he was like, oh yeah, we're 5th though. What, we're celebrating that now? No. We're not 5th no more.
And the Chelsea game, which we'll talk about.
That's a 6 pointer.
It is do or die.
If we lose
still will die
to Chelsea, we're done.
Hold that thought. To finish off on Solskjaer, sorry, actually I was just saying that I've heard some rumours, I know you got some contacts as well, the fact that Bruno money that's been spent in the January, that's come out of the summer budget.
I said it. So summer money.
I mean, so if we needed to spend 200 M's in the summer, now that's already down to 150. Or if we were only ever going to spend 150, now that's down to 100, which is, in this market, that's 2 players.
We are going to get 2 players. That's
and all right, we might get a bit more in because Pogba's.
And if we sell Pogba, they're not going to sell that money. The Glazers are going to pocket that, bro.
So it is peak. Let us know what you're thinking about Fred's comments, Pastor Fred's comments. Is he right to kind of out what's going on in-house, or would you have preferred him to keep his mouth shut and keep things that are in-house, precisely that, in-house? I personally liked it. I thought it was refreshing. How did you perceive the comments as well? And let us know about, how you think Ollie's been getting on with this coach and stuff, I suppose. All right, Chelsea, man. We can't not talk about it. We're going to be doing some preview stuff as well. I need to speak to Lou as well. I need to speak to him and sort out that preview stuff. So I'm not talking about how we approach the game and team lineups and stuff like that. That'll come near the time. But the magnitude of the game rants. I'm looking at the Premier League table.
It's a 6-pointer.
Sheffield United are on 39 points. Play the game more. We're on 35 points. At the moment, they're 5th, Tottenham 6th, Everton 7th. Everton under Ancelotti haven't been mad consistent. It's not like they've come in and under him they've won every single game, but they're now above us.
Because they got a world-class manager.
There you go.
They were in the relegation zone, hovering around it.
And now they're pretty much where we are, give or take a few points. If we lose against Chelsea,
we're done out here. And you know what? I could see it happening as well. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news. Do you know what I mean? I'm sure you lot are used to it by now. But do you know what I mean? I can see us losing that game. I really can.
Why?
We just don't have the balance at the moment. Have you seen the list of teams with more clean sheets than Manchester United, bro?
Peak.
I'm sure Burnley's in there. And we spent 100 million on defence. And that shows you that the system is more important than the personnel, bro. Literally, them man sold us Harry Maguire, replaced man with Johnny Evans, and have more clean sheets than us. We might as well have copped Johnny Evans.
He was already there.
No, but they replaced him in the lineup. We might as well have copped Johnny Evans, bruv, and saved us 80 million. Do you see what I mean?
Or kept him.
Or kept him.
We did have him.
Do you see what I'm trying to say? We had Johnny Evans. That's what I'm saying. The system will always be king. It's not just about buying players and putting them in places. So yeah, like I'm not optimistic that we can keep a clean sheet.
Do you think that we have to?
At Chelsea,
if we lose that, obviously our mind will probably be made up. But in general, what's your general feeling about
We have to go
Europa?
because
we've got Bruges away
but
this
I think
week
Bruno
as well.
can't play though.
Yeah, he's played for Sporting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Champions
Bruno
League,
can't
was it
play.
playing? But regardless of that, we have to prioritise that.
Yeah, we have to.
No chance getting top 4 for you.
No chance. But I did say that even like we don't even have to be at our best to win the Europa League. You know what I'm saying? There are teams.
Yeah, you just got to turn up on.
You just got to turn up on the day. Do you know what I mean? I think Inter in there now. Do you know what I'm saying? And there'll be nothing more than Lukaku to come back and just ras us, blood.
Yeah, that could happen. The way he's carrying on, they're playing good football.
And they're playing to his strengths as well.
Yeah.
Victor Moses putting in crosses and that, bro. It's like it's throwback scene.
I watched Milan derby yesterday, and
Victor Moses just like
he come off the bench,
Lukaku,
got an assist. Ashley Young just doing his thing.
Header as well, bruv. And he was literally looking at the floor like 2 seconds before he was tired and that. Or like Mark Henry, blood, and he just popped up and then boom, like, bro, he was tired. Like,
Ashley Young was doing normal scumbag things, winning the fouls and just slotted straight in. And it's like, we'll talk about whether we should have sold them players.
Conte is a man with a plan, innit? He came in there with a plan.
He's playing the 5-3-2, simple. Same formation he won with Chelsea.
He's picked up he's brought in like 17 players or something, I heard. But they've backed him, bro, and he hasn't spent loads of money, but he's brought in like these little deals.
Proven man that he knows.
But he's come in, with a plan to do something.
Even Alexis up front with he played Alexis up front with Lukaku with the 3 midfielders behind, and then the 5.
And at Udinese, Alexis played in the 2 in a 3-5-2 formation, bruv. So he knows that shape. Do you know what I mean? You play to your playing strengths. So you got to do, bro. It's not rocket science. It's football thing, you know.
So your gut feeling is that we lose against Chelsea, but we need to be prioritising Europa, because even playing Thursday, Sunday, with the amount of injuries we've got or lack of players at the top of their game because they're coming back from injury, it'll be very difficult to do that, isn't it? Thursday, Sunday. You got to prioritise one. It
will be difficult. I just think you have to prioritise Europa League because the league's gone, and I'd rather just not be in Europe at all. I'd happily finish outside the top 6. What's the point in finishing 6th to play Europa again? Better you just give us a year out, bro. Leicester had a year out. Chelsea had a year out.
So we can have clean weeks.
When they had their best. Our best hope of getting top 4 in the future is not playing in Europe. Know what I mean?
Because we don't have to juggle all them things within a season, just focus on that. And then the cup
Champions League or no
FA
Europe.
Cup or Carabao Cup or something. But
Champions League or no Europe. That's what I'm on. So like, we need to win this Europa League, or man need to just finish outside the top 6. And I think we could easily do either. We could win the Europa League on a SAS one, but I don't think so, because Ollie.
Well, he get United if you want that.
But that's what I mean. Certain man want a statue and that. You know what I mean? Man got to tap in and a Europa League, fam. Later, that's statue worthy, blood. You know what I mean? So I don't really know, innit?
That would be statue worthy.
That would. No, I don't want that, bro.
Martial. I know we spoke about it last show.
I had some really good feedback from that as well.
Yeah,
like
people were saying
Twitter,
this is spot on.
Like,
and then there was another guy, was it ESPN or? Remember that reporter? They were saying like this is the most accurate.
That was Gab Marcotti. I love that guy.
And he spoke
the most to the point. Like out of all of them.
Basically, in true Rants fashion, I told you, but he was basically almost echoing what you were saying, and what a lot of Man United fans saying, which is that actually, you know, who's thriving? Who's going to thrive? You're going to get no chances. Loads of men were
like, oh yeah, Martial's rubbish. He's overrated. This, that, and the other. All of this crap, bruv. Listen, Martial's feet, bruv. That guy could find space in a single bed with like Vanessa Feltz, blood. I swear down.
Rants. No.
What? What, blood? I'm not. Listen, anyway. Let's get the numbers.
No, because you know what it is about you. Because you know what is, you got analogies, and then because you don't give a heck what you're saying. You say things that, can offend people.
Yeah, but I didn't swear, blood. So
and that's another issue.
I didn't swear.
He thinks that to offend someone, you can offend someone without swearing.
I didn't swear, blood, and because of that, it's not getting demonetized, so it's fine.
I don't care.
Anyway,
do not compare people to the size of Vanessa. There's people out there, women other side, conscious of their weight.
Single bed, innit? You can find space in there, bruv. Anyway, man, get the numbers up, innit? Because some of you look like stats, yeah? Big chances missed in the Premier League, yeah? Man like Timid Abraham, 16, Chris Wood, 16, bro.
Chris Wood's missed 16.
Sadio Mane, 15.
What is it? When you say miss, biggest chances
missed.
Okay.
So that means Chris Wood's missed more big chances than Sadio Mane, bro. Chris Wood that plays for Burnley, fam. There's no Manchester United players in the top 8.
Because they're just not missing,
because they're not getting no chances, blood. McGoldrick, Sheffield United,
McGoldrick's on there.
Bro, Jamie Vardy, 14. Sterling, 12, Look, Man United player, Marcus Rashford, not even in the top 10, bruv. He's missed 9 chances. Aubameyang's missed 8, Callum Wilson's missed 7. Where's Martial? Who's this Neil Maupay or whatever?
Neil Maupay, bro, Brighton.
Bruv, I don't even know who he is, bruv. And he's in there. So when Martial missed that chance and Roy Keane was like, that's why he's not a Man United player. Yeah. Shut your mouth, bruv. Do you know? What do you know? Because if you watch Man United, you know that actually percentage-wise, Martial has our best conversion rate, and he's top 5 in the league for conversion. He don't miss chances.
That's what I think. To be honest, it's just so hard to judge Martial consistently because, and any striker we have consistently, because they're not getting chances.
We're not creating chances.
When like Lukaku's left and is still scoring.
When we've got Brighton, man, creating more chances than us, it's a problem with the system. Lukaku, I said, if you make chances for this player, you'll score, even though he misses. Brez's got something like 20 goals in like 26 games or something.
Smashing up. No one was under any impression that he wouldn't go and do that as well.
But there you go. But then Ollie's saying, we need someone that's going to break their nose to score a goal. That's what he's doing, bruv. But he's breaking the other team's nose, blood, right now. Lukaku's going to be top scorer in Italy, fam.
And could win the league.
Club and country, this Donny scored over 30 goals already. Mad thing. Do you see what I mean?
On to that now, as you know, since we've just like naturally moved into that, because one of the questions on the Flex and Rants, forgive me if it was your question, was should we have sold him?
Without bringing someone in, no. Do you know what I mean?
But even the style of play thing, when you actually deep it now, well, Ollie's saying, and I hold my hands up because, like I said, I keep saying it. I'll say it again. At the time, I was like, "Yeah, do what you want to do."
Him and Alexis, and you were like,
"Yeah," I was like, "I was happy."
I would have kept Alexis.
But then I'm like, "But hold on. If you play a system to his strengths, he will score goals." That's not us saying that his hold-up play was flip-flopping and saying his hold-up play was good enough.
It was dead.
And let's not forget, he wanted to leave. Like he doesn't want to play second fiddle to anyone because he believes he should be the number 1 striker. And to be fair to him, he has complete reason to believe that because anywhere he's gone, he's been the top scorer and he's gone again and he's done it. Yep. Fair play, big up Lukaku on that. But we saw the flaws in his game that wasn't helping us at the time. But we always said if we had wingers that cross,
everyone said.
We all said if we played that certain way.
Jose wanted Perisic. Bro, at the end of the day, like if we were playing a 3-5-2 with Lukaku and Rashford and Lukaku and Martial down the middle, and we weren't playing the ball directly into Lukaku's feet, and he was receiving the ball facing goal, he would have scored goals. There's no two ways about it. Obviously, everyone's got their own bias as how they like football to be played. Me personally, he's not my kind of player. I don't want him anywhere near any team like that I watch because it's not nice viewing, innit? Like, however,
if it was effective for us, would you have taken it?
Yes and
Beggars
no,
can't be choosers.
like, yeah, exactly. Yes and no. Because even like with Mourinho, people were saying, but if Jose was winning, you wouldn't have been complaining about the football. But I would have.
Eventually.
Because I'm the kind of person, that like, and it's not just me, bruv. Look at Newcastle, Newcastle, now, they're not playing the best football, but they're getting results. But even certain Newcastle fans, once they get to a safe place, they're going to be like,
he's not bringing us nowhere. Certainly because I don't want to go down.
That's what happened with Pulis at Stoke and all these other things. When you get to a certain level, just getting points ain't enough, innit? And I'm someone who watches football for the entertainment. And for me, the geezer, like, he's got the first touch of a trampoline. I said it all, but you cannot deny he scores goals. So,
but also, we're so far off being able to actually moan about that. Like, we're so far away from being good that we can't, the extra bit on top of that where it's like, right, we're doing a Barcelona now. You won a league, but it weren't really how we wanted it.
I wasn't under any illusion that he wasn't scoring because he wasn't getting chances. Like, I knew that. But I saw, for the kind of football we're playing, I'm like, play someone that can hold the ball. Do you know what I mean? And Martial is the best player for that job at the moment in the team. And because he is holding the ball, he's getting less goal scoring opportunities. I've seen his heat map, and a lot of the times he's even deeper than the number 10.
But that's a massive problem, which I'm still in two minds because I understand why he's getting so frustrated and doing that. But on the other side, I'm like, well, almost if it was me, probably because of ability as well. But I'm just putting myself in that situation. I'm so stubborn. I'll just stay there because I'll say, well, you ain't getting the ball to me. I ain't running around over there or congested midfield or running off the front end. All right, I'll just stay within the width of 18. And I'm going to highlight the fact that you ain't getting me shit. You're not giving me anything.
But there's different types of strikers in football because Martial had 5 touches before he moved out to the left in the last game, 5 touches in 25 minutes. But there's different types of strikers like your Michael Owens, like your Gabriel Jesus. They're happy to be out of the game. Same with Ruud van Nistelrooy. Happy to be out of the game. They take their chance. Martial wants to be on the ball, and that's how he plays. He'll just be on the end talking to the centre back and that.
Roughing him up.
Martial wants to be involved in it. So he gets sucked in so deep. That's why Bruno dropped into the pivot. There's a problem with the transition and getting the ball forward.
And the balance. That's a when you've got Martial dropping into a midfield, apart from the most basic problem, which is one ABC easy. The fact that actually he's moved from there, so there's nobody there.
Yeah.
That's the first thing.
And then one man is on the right, but he's in the middle, so there's no one there. Or Andreas has moved to the middle, there's nobody there.
Then the fact that you're too close. So Bruno, how's he going to find Martial when he's 10 yards away from him and make something happen? He's just going to give it, bounce it back, and then we're in no man's land. And the other thing is, like you're saying, you're just not occupying centre halves.
Yeah.
It was a very easy day for Conor Cody and Willy Bolly and the other centre half, and whoever plays against Martial. And that's why when Jamie O'Hara was saying his comments that. It's a defender's dream to play against Martial. No, it's not a defender's dream to play against Martial. It's a defender's dream to play against Martial in this system, or lack of.
It's a defender's dream to play against Jamie O'Hara. You know what I mean? You see when man like that, when I give opinions, bro, like man wasn't relevant in football when he had boots on, and now all of a sudden man wants to try diss people like Martial.
Nah, Jamie O'Hara had a decent left foot, man. Big up Jamie,
this man's most known for off the pitch activities, blood. Let's not news of the world, blood. That's why man know who Jamie O'Hara is. I don't care, innit? Don't be sending for my players. You know Whoa! Don't be sending for my players, bruv. Like, don't be doing it, bruv. You're not that guy, innit? Do you know what I mean?
And especially because it just didn't make sense. Because you think of how many men get brought by Martial.
Bro,
inside
Martial
out.
was put man in ambulances. Do you know what I'm saying, bruv? What's the man's biggest football highlight of his career? Nobody remembers, bruv. And all of us, you want to talk about Martial? Allow it, bruv. There's levels to this.
And I just thought it was a very easy comment to make because it clearly shows you don't watch Man United every single game. Because if you watch Man United every single game, you'll see that any defenders want to play against any Man United forwards in this system.
Martial
because guess what? They're not under any pressure.
Reel better than any Manchester United player of taking souls, bruv. Souls, man done it against Real Madrid.
Yeah,
like,
you know what
I'm saying? Real Madrid and them, man, had man running into each other. Like, come on now, man said defender's dream. Get out of here, bruv. Do you know what I mean? Stick to what you're good at, fam. Do you know what I'm saying, bruv? Jellied eels and that, bruv. Get out of here.
Hold tight, Jamie.
Yeah, I'm not having that. I'm not having that. You can't be sending for Martial, bruv, when you're Jamie O'Hara.
You probably see this, you know.
I don't care, bruv.
I'm going to wrap this right out. I'm going to clip this and then send it to him.
Yeah, bruv, send it to him. You know what I'm saying?
Let us know what you guys are thinking about the Martial slander and obviously the Chelsea game coming up. Should we lose it? Is it curtains? Do we need to prioritise on Europa League? Do we need to prioritise on Europa League before we even play Chelsea? Just in general, because we're probably not going to get fourth in you guys' opinion. All right, time for question time. This is from @RexRose. Says, if Oli and Conte swap teams right now, who do you think will come out on top?
Conte. If they swap right now, we would get top 4 and Inter wouldn't.
They wouldn't even get top 4. No. I thought he was going to say they wouldn't win the league. They wouldn't even get top 4.
Nah, not with Oli.
Oli would make them drop out the top 4.
Oli would kill them. Oli would have them chipping stuff in bins, fam. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is, but they'll chip that title in the bin. That's what would happen. You know what I mean? And Lukaku, you playing for Oli again.
He might have players going on strike as well because they just left him.
Telling you.
Young, Sanchez, Lukaku.
Imagine them seeing Oli again. But when Lukaku come out and said that Oli wanted to play him right wing, yeah. Like, you see Lukaku as well. Lukaku has this funny thing that when he does interviews and that, and he shows the real him. He doesn't.
He's actually quite funny. He's like, bro, man, he's wanting me to play out on the wing, man. What the fuck this shit, man? These guys want me to play on the wing and shit.
Man turned it into NFL red zone and that. Like, bro, listen.
I do rate Lukaku for that.
You see the thing is with Lukaku, yeah, as a footballer, yeah, I don't really rate man, innit? You can't argue with his numbers, but as a person, this player gives zero fucks. Literally, this player's mood and his confidence and his...
You have to respect
across as arrogance.
You have to respect
I'm here all day for that. Like, he believes he's the best striker in the world. Like,
and he has numbers that don't
and he's got numbers,
too far off this prove that he's up there.
Lukaku, you're crap, and he'll be like...
Boom,
over 100 Premier League goals.
So why are we saying he's crap then? Do you know what, lad? Do you know what? Let's have this out. Let's have this out before it. Because sometimes, right, I always say this saying the wrong way around. Cut your nose off to spite your face.
That's the right one, yeah.
Sometimes you have to do it, Rants, right? Let's just put this out on the table. Because sometimes it's okay to say, do you know what? Might have been a bit hasty. Is Lukaku shit? Because as Man United fans, we all called him crap. And you know what? He's not crap. He's not crap. I'll say it with my chest. I will call it a flip-flop on that. I always knew he'd leave Man United and score goals. I knew he didn't fit into what we'd done. But you don't bad it up at West Brom on loan when we scored plus 20 plus goals, 17 goals whatever he scored. You don't smash it up for Everton season upon season. You don't then move to Man United. In his first season, he bagged 20 odd goals. Second season, all right, it was about 16 odd, whatever, still scoring, still our top scorer all the time, right? then go straight to Serie A after saying, bruv, this man is going to play me on the right wing telling me I'm not the proper number 9. Fuck that, I'm gone. Then go and be the top scorer straight away. Yes, the league suits him. Yes, it's not the same pace. I get it. He's still doing the numbers. Then, international level. I think he's the record goal scorer for Belgium.
Yeah, but come on, man. They had Emily.
I know that. I know that. Rants.
Man's got Hazard and De Bruyne up.
Rants. Listen to me. But when Ronaldo played with the best players as well.
Neymar, is he?
I'm just saying, Neymar plays with the best players.
And he's going to break Pele's record.
But I'm just saying, it's easy to just go, oh, but he's playing with, he still has to put the ball in the back of the net. And he does that consistently no matter where he goes.
He does.
So my question is to you, and be honest, Rance, is Lukaku shit?
He's a great goal scorer, but he's a shit footballer for me. It's not the same thing. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'd say. I think his football skills are rubbish, but he's a goal scorer, bro.
So does that not make him sick at his job? As a striker...
But he's a brilliant goal scorer, bro, just like Lineker was. And Lineker was a shit footballer as well.
Right, yeah, a shit footballer, I get that.
But
I'm talking about numbers. Is he a sick striker?
His numbers speak for themselves. I don't need to talk about Lukaku's numbers, bro. He's a shotter. That's what he's a gunman.
Right, okay.
But for me, I rate man as footballers, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? If man are doing all the hard work and you're just tapping the ball in, then it's more about what the other man is doing.
Some of it ain't just tappings.
Most of them are tappings. I haven't seen many goals that he's scored, that Chris Wood would.
But that not an artist, but Woody though. But that's the
Woody.
But Woody.
But he would.
But Woody.
Man like Woody. But he would though.
Nah, but Woody though, Rance, because you say that playing at the highest level, playing for Man United, playing at Everton, Premier League. I know he's playing Burnley and that, but. Are you saying that
I've seen man go round the goalkeeper and hit the side net, innit? That's all I'm saying. Bruv, listen, the goals that he's scoring...
got some shocking misses.
The goals that he's scoring, 9 times out of 10, I'd put my hat on Peter Crouch to score, or other man like that. I haven't seen man score mad goals, like even the goal that he scored against PSG where he fell over because he overran it and that. Like, come on, bruv, a decent striker just touches it around the keeper and just slots it in. He doesn't have to try and rescue it because he's had a bad touch. Like, bruv, literally, it doesn't look good, but on paper... It looks sensational.
Okay.
Is he in the same league with the Lewandowskis and the Agueros of this world? Absolutely not. But his numbers are. Do you know what I'm saying?
But his numbers are, but that's what I'm saying, so that means he is then. All right, let me tell you this. Let me just another analogy. If you're a boxer, you're into the boxing thing, you got the same amount of knockouts, so you get consistent knockouts like the top man, right? But man are saying you're not really in their league because your footwork's not that great, you don't look as good as an eye, you're not as technical, but you are making man drop like flies and you got numbers and you got belts.
Yeah.
Are you saying that you can't say he's a shit boxer?
He ain't got belts though, you know what I'm saying?
Well, he's got accolades in terms of like score, do you know what I'm saying?
Just like Wilder's smoking, man. Do you know what I mean? A man saying you're so mad on orthodox.
There you go, right.
But then man could turn around and say, yeah, but who are you smoking though? Because Lukaku's record against the top 6 teams are dead, bro. Because he's a flat track bully that just claps up 4s against West Brom.
Okay. Even not to take anything away from him, but I didn't want to tweet it because everyone would be like, it's too much salt. But I was going to tweet it, but I'll say it now. He scored the 4th goal, bro.
Again,
when all the hard goals needed scoring to get back to 2-2 or 3-2. How many
match-winning goals did he score for Man United? Not many.
He scored when AC Milan were dead on their feet. A
third in a 3-0 win and that. He done it all the time. Marcus Rashford has more match-winning goals.
Yeah, absolutely. Which I get, which I was looking at in an isolated moment because he just did it against AC Milan. But away from that, he does that a lot, like gets the 3rd goal in a 3-0 victory
That's the sound of the stat
pad,
bruv. That's what the sound is, bruv.
So yeah, all right, we'll move on from Lukaku, but I just want to talk about that. Let us know what you lot say.
Still a good goal scorer.
This is from @Shrupid. Bruno in one game has shown he has tactical nous beyond any of our players, Pogba excluded. How do you think Oli will play him? Because Bruno was dropping deep for the ball because no one had a clue how to play. Does this expose Oli's tactical nous?
He didn't dropping deep for the ball. He moved to another position, bruv. Because he couldn't get the ball. He
literally played 6.
Because he couldn't get the ball. And he's shown, like the frailties in what Oli's doing straight away because that weren't tactical. I didn't see Oli tell him to go there. He went and sent flipping Andreas up there and said, no, I'm going to play here. Because he was frustrated, bro. He's a leader. He's a player that needs to be on the ball. And he wasn't getting that. And that's shown the deeper lying issue.
I think it's going to be a problem going forward because if McTominay's not back anytime soon.
Portuguese, so I think that's going to be the thing for now.
But because we've got that vacant number 10 spot still with Bruno there, which is what we wanted him to come and fill, it's going to be a problem. But hopefully,
imagine when we didn't have Bruno though, and we had Pogba there, all this, and man was getting slated, bro.
Exactly.
And Bruno's shown
in one game
that there's an issue. So how come it took man years to see that this was a problem? @MattFuller5 says, I keep debating with people that Matic is better than McTominay. Would you guys agree with that statement or disagree? I'll let you go first. He is better than McTominay. However, McTominay's more mobile, innit? And that's the thing. He reads the game better. He's more composed on the ball. All of those things. However, McTominay has that. He's dynamic and he's got that grit that Matic doesn't have. So the balance that McTominay gives us is different to what Matic gives us. Do you see what I mean? He gives us more what we need. He's more combative.
Yeah, I think
he's not a better player than him. Do you know what I mean?
For sure. I think for what Manchester United need right now, McTominay ticks the boxes more so than Matic. Matic should be better than him because he's a seasoned pro. He's got bags of experience. He's coming to the end of his career, and McTominay's only just beginning his. So from that, I expect to see Matic make better decisions than him on the ball. I expect to see him use the ball better than him at this points in their careers. But what McTominay gives you, like you said, is that mobility that I think we've been crying out for in midfield. Because if you lose someone like Herrera, even though he's bigger than Herrera and more dominant, he still gives you, do you know what I'm saying? And Fred's obviously got a bit of bite about him as well and can get about the pitch.
But he doesn't have the physical.
Exactly, they don't. Yeah, so I think Matic is a better footballer than him right now because of just the way he uses the ball and the decision making. But McTominay's more effective right now. I know Ricky would argue that till the cows come home and said, you can't tell me that McTominay should be playing. But there are certain games, like you said, Matic can come in and do a job. To be fair, if you've got a Fred,
Bruno and a Pogba all fit, you could see an argument for Matic starting ahead of McTominay.
Yes.
But not currently. Not currently, because McTominay gives us the running of probably two players, the physical. He's better in the air. He's more commanding, more tenacious, innit? And I think that's what's missing, because Fred's got the tenacity, but he doesn't have the physical presence, innit?
From at Life by Sonu says, Poch couldn't win anything with a squad way better than ours. Would he not crumble under the constant media scrutiny and pressure that comes with being a United manager if he fails to win anything immediately? This is assuming he ever came.
I don't think so, because if you look at one thing about Pochettino, he's very good with the media, bro. It's very underrated. He's got banter when he needs to have banter. He tells them to F off when he needs to.
He has a laugh.
When he's ready, you just be like, I told you not to ask me that. Do you know what I mean? He will. Do you know what I mean? That's the difference. Whereas with Oli, it's all like, how do you say that word?
How do you think you deal with the pressure though of like, especially because he's got the record of not winning anything, even though he's turned Tottenham around.
Though.
I know, that's what I'm saying. No, that's what I'm saying. But Manchester United don't have that.
Yeah.
Like,
but United ain't really won nothing of substance for a while.
No, but we have a consistent thing of winning.
I get that. So but what I'd say is, the thing that's thrown at Poch saying you haven't won nothing, bro, Tottenham ain't won nothing. Take Poch out of the equation. Tottenham are not even a relevant team. We wouldn't even be talking about Tottenham if they hadn't had Pochettino. They've been a joke.
But is that enough to make him Manchester United manager?
Bro, it is in the current climate, because he's one of the top managers in Europe, bro. He is. Do you know what I mean? Like what he done with the club, where he took them from to where they are, got them to a Champions League final, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Who would have thought that Tottenham would have been in the Champions League, let alone in a Champions League final? Like that achievement in its own, that's worthy of a chance at Man United. Do you know what I mean? You look at managers, even like the Bournemouth manager, Eddie Howe, he ain't won nothing. But you could say, you know what, with the resources that Eddie Howe's had and the football that he gets
to get him this far, they're just above relegation zone now. But
he deserves a shot at top 16.
It's a miracle that he's even got them this far.
You would say he deserves a shot of a top 6 team. Look what
it's like Sean Dyche then. You can say that about Sean Dyche then.
Nah, but the football.
Look what he's done though.
The football's not nice though.
Look what he's done.
You have to play good football as well.
He got them Europa League.
I hear that, but then when you look
Burnley,
bro.
Europa League, Burnley.
Hodgson,
Chris Wooden out front.
Was it Hodgson that got Fulham to the Europa League? It was,
yeah.
Hodgson, and then he got the Liverpool job. Yeah. So, do you know what I mean? The Sheffield United manager, if he gets them like a top 6 finish.
Top 6, if I could get Champions League.
I know, but I'm saying, if he gets them a top 6 finish this year, there's an argument that he should be coaching a top 6 team. The season after next, if he does it again. Do you know what I mean? Like, so you have to judge, man, on what they're working with, what they've spent, net spend and all of that. And Poch is he's over-exceeded. And you've seen that he's left and Tottenham ain't improved.
And also results put the proof in the pudding in. Like if he came and won us something or got us challenging for title for the first time in ages, everyone's gonna be like, oh, they can see. As soon as he goes 1 year without winning or something, the tide will turn. So it's very difficult, isn't it? Last question of today. This is from at Rishba 6996. Do you think Man United will/should come to India for pre-season? Love India.
I think judging just by the size of the following that we have from that part of the world, United should definitely go, because if we've got that size following, then obviously United's following is massive.
100%.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I think it would be mad going to like Mumbai or I think it's Bangalore. I think they're saying.
I'm just trying to touch down for the food, innit? I ain't lying.
Oh, that'd be banging.
That'd be veggie heaven.
Yeah, exactly. You'll be sorted over
That's
there.
what I mean. I don't eat meat.
I mean, I did think we would be going to America this year. I didn't think they'd do like Asia side kind of twice in a row.
Yeah,
but
I thought it was going to be America.
But I would absolutely love to go. India is somewhere I've always wanted to go.
The food, man, that was on my to go anyway, regardless. You know, 100%. There, so
I'm down for it.
I'm 100%.
Make sure I get my jabs and that. You know what I mean? I know that you need all these different kind of injections when you go different places and that. In fact, when I went to Brazil, I think I had Hep B and typhoid and all these other yellow fever, all these
polio.
Things. Polio.
Man, go Brazil, man might just leave with a wife. Like, not even worried about, you know what I'm saying? Might worry about no hepatitis.
Yeah, not if you go for fellas, you won't. You don't even leave with your life, let alone a wife.
Fam, you know what I mean, that,
Brazil. Hold tight, anyone watching from Brazil as well. I had a sick time out there. But there's some places that you can't just walk about having a with your camera.
Of course, man. You can't do that in Jamaica. I wouldn't do that in Brazil.
Yeah, man. Right, Rants, come to the end of the show. Big up the socials.
Rants and Bants, Twitter and Instagram, also on YouTube, and the GoFundMe link for the fight. If you're not coming down to the fight, man, make sure you donate. We've got a $3,000 target I want to hit. We hit that last time. Should hit that again, man. So, yeah, guys, I'm just going to be plugging the hell out of that now, man. Let's raise this money, and then obviously man's going to get the W, get the KO, get the belt. Another belt.
Can't even come and watch. I'm there looking in the diary. 8th of March. We've got flipping Derby day that day.
Yeah.
Home to City.
That's just when it is. But the next event that I'll put on, I'll make sure that's
man. I want to come down to the thing. 100%. I'm Flex UTD across all of the socials, for Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And more importantly, make sure you guys are subscribed to the United Stand on YouTube, and make sure you smash a like on the video. We see you we won't see you the same time, same place next week. So as we said halfway through the show, 8 p.m. Tuesday, yeah? Day after the Chelsea game. There's no point filming this on Monday, then leaving here, going to Stamford Bridge, getting a kick in when we're all optimistic, and the video is just out of date before it's even gone out.
And Ollie's got a good record against Lampard as well.
Listen, man, it's not unlike us to go there and win.
And slap them 4-0 and that.
But also, we could easily lose, or we could draw. Anything can happen. Who knows? So, we'll see you guys 8 p.m. on Tuesday. Peace. Big thank you to you guys for watching the latest of our videos, and if you want to check out more, make sure you do that just to the right of me. We are the biggest and best Manchester United channel in the world. Make sure you check us out on all of the socials as well: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. The socials are along the bottom. Peace.